Hey everybody. So I just saw Marvel's latest movie, The Eternals, in the theater, and I thought I'd give you some of my impressions about it today on Greyhawk Grognard. Okay, so just to give you a little idea of what the structure of this video is going to be, the first part is going to be spoiler-free, so don't worry, you're not going to have to cover your ears or anything. I will go into spoiler territory in the second part of the video, and you'll get plenty of warning. So just wanted to let you know about that. So, spoiler-free part. I really enjoyed it. I know it's gotten really bad reviews from the professional critic class. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score has been really high, and I'd put myself in that category. There were a few issues with the pacing, and they kind of do a lot of flashbacks, which makes it a little hard to follow. But on the whole, I really enjoyed it. The characters were really well defined. I was able to keep track of who was who, which is sometimes difficult in a modern film when they have bland characters. But they were really, you could tell who was who. There wasn't nearly as much humor as you normally get in an MCU movie. You don't have Robert Downey Jr. Making quips all the time. So in that sense, the dialogue, if you're used to that in a Marvel movie, the dialogue's a little more serious than that, but there is enough of humor thrown in there from a bunch of different places, so it's not completely humorless. But don't expect a Guardians of the Galaxy. This is not that. They do really flesh out the cosmology of the Marvel Universe in a lot of different ways, which is really nice. There are some nice callbacks to earlier Marvel films, which if you pay attention closely, you'll see it. So it is they mention Doctor Strange. It is rooted in the Marvel Universe. It's in the middle. It's a solid Marvel movie. It doesn't follow the same normal formula. But it's also, it kind of benefits from that. It has, as I mentioned, it's got kind of a chronological structure, which helps it stand out from a more traditional Marvel movie like an Iron Man 3 or a Doctor Strange or something like that. Where there is a formula and they follow it. This was a little bit different than that, and it was kind of refreshing that way. It's not a perfect movie. I wouldn't put it up there with Winter Soldier or Infinity War or anything like that, but it's certainly not a terrible movie. It's not in the realm of Inhumans or Thor: The Dark World or Incredible Hulk. It's not in the basement. It's a solid, it's solid in the middle of the pack of Marvel movies and TV shows. Which in my book is a good thing. Nothing particularly stands out from the cast. I mean, it's a good cast. They seem to they have good chemistry. I really did like the family aesthetic they got. Where you could believe that these are people who have been hanging around together for centuries and millennia, and they have that family dynamic. If they can capture this same sort of family dynamic when they do the Fantastic Four, it's gonna be great. Because that's exactly the kind of thing you need for that kind of movie, and it really works here too. There are some character beats which are perfect. Not all of the characters really have a full arc, but that's fine because there's a lot of characters in this. The number of Eternals is like 7 or 8. So I wouldn't expect every one of them to have a full character arc, but the ones that do, they do it really well. So I'm very pleased on that score. Okay, so that is my spoiler-free part of the video. At this point, if you want to avoid spoilers, turn off the video. This is spoiler territory begins now. Okay, so I thought picking up from the what I just said about the character arcs. I really liked Sprite's arc. The way they captured that, oh, she's an eternal child, and that is really scarring psychologically, because she can never love, she can never, have kids herself. She can't go through the normal lifespan of an adult. You really felt that anguish at times. The actress who plays her, really hit that really well. It kind of reminded me of an Interview with a Vampire when they create, I think her name's Charlotte, I forget, it's been a long time since I've read the book or seen the movie, but they create that child vampire, and she's caught in exactly the same spot, where she can never grow up, she can never act like an adult, and I thought they captured that really well with Sprite. I liked Phastos a lot. I know a lot of people are going to ding it because they're going to say, oh, it's being woke because he's married to another man. That didn't bother me at all. Come on, it's it's the 21st century. I don't care. I thought, again, they keep wrapping these family dynamics together, which is really nice. And if you notice the big celestial that they showed, I forget his name. He was actually shown in Guardians of the Galaxy when the Collector is showing them the history of the Infinity Stones. One of the scenes that he shows has the Celestial carrying a stone and a big staff or something like that. I didn't quite care for the Deviants. I thought they were kind of just CGI mud for the most part. I thought the sentient deviant who had absorbed all the memories and powers of the Eternals that were killed, I thought that was a wasted character. I really was hoping, he could have picked a name for himself. He could have been lashing out at the Celestials who created him and the Eternals, and they could have done a lot more with the character other than you're an Eternal and I'm going to kill you. I thought that was kind of a wasted effort on there, and I wanted to see in the second post-credit scene, I wanted to see a little bit more of Black Knight. I wanted to actually see him, other than they mention his last name. And was that the Watcher who was saying, are you sure you want to touch the sword? I couldn't tell from the voice, but it really did sound like him. The first post-credit scene with Star Fox and Puck was great. Patton Oswalt doing the voice of Puck was kind of cool. I don't particularly like it when they reuse actors in the same, in the MCU for other things. But we're told that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't MCU canon anymore, so I guess he doesn't count as having appeared in it, but I don't buy it. Anyway, I really enjoyed the movie. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you do want to do spoilers, please just put spoilers in the top of your comment, just so you don't ruin it for other people. Just common courtesy, if you don't mind. But let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and if you like the video, please remember, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the stuff, and I will talk to you soon. Go and see this. It's well worth it, and I'll talk to you later.